You're gonna do your wish list on your mittens. So
I'm in the street, I hear man down. Where you from?
Alright, so Ms. McKenna, you've been working here for 2 years now. Why did you choose a job in teaching?
probably when it goes back to high school. My teachers that I had influenced me, and then just working with kids in general.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm registered in this class.
What class?
This is U.S. history. See the globe right there.
Really?
Hey, may I come in?
Oh, please. I get so lonely when I hear that third attendance bell ring and all my kids are not here.
Was something that I really looked forward to and wanted to do to improve students' lives. So that's probably why I got into it in the first start. And I love being here and I love teaching. So.
Now, were you a big athlete in school?
Yes, I was on the field hockey team. I actually played on the boys soccer team for a year because we didn't have a girls team. I was involved in softball for 4 years, and I also played basketball for a year.
Alright, what is your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food is probably anything buffalo chicken. I would eat buffalo chicken sandwich, salad, anything on any given day. I love that kind of stuff.
Now, are you a big fan of the buffalo chicken or the spiciness?
Probably the spiciness. I'm big on spicy, so I would do that.
Alright, so tell us a little bit about your family.
I actually I live at home with my parents and my grandfather. I have a younger sister and a younger brother who, actually my sister usually gets that she's older than me, so that's always an interesting thing to deal with. And my brother's actually at West Virginia University, so it's fun to find out what they're doing and just have them to look up to, and then, you know, just a typical family, nothing too crazy.
Now, how many pets do you have?
I actually have 2 dogs and a hamster, which resulted from teaching in animal science last year, which my brother actually ended up getting for me for Christmas, and my sister named him. So I have 2 dogs, a hamster, and we have fish, but that's nothing too spectacular. And I'd probably have to say the dogs are my favorite. It's nice to go home and have them be all excited to see me, and it's just nice to have them around.
Now, if you could describe yourself as maybe like a clique or like exactly how you were in high school, what would you say you were?
If I had to describe myself in high school, probably more of on the athletic end of the spectrum. I was not a stellar person in the classroom, but definitely you could find me on the field and hanging out with my friends that were athletes. So definitely along those lines.
All right, if you could time travel and go to any time period, which one would you want to live in and why?
I would probably go back in time to when they wore, you know, like the big dresses and the corsets and all that kind of stuff. I would just love to see the time period without the technology, and back in the day when they had to drive around in horse and buggy. So that would probably be the time period, maybe within those 100 years, that I would like to go back to.
All right, so being a teacher and everything, you probably get asked this question a lot. But what would you say your favorite subject was in school?
My favorite subject in school was probably gym class.
Twilight, what do we talk about in class? Don't throw at her, throw through her.
Because I went to school for health and physical education, so probably my gym classes were the best. Just being able to run around and get involved in sports, probably one of my favorite classes to go to.
Now, what got you into sports and what got you into field hockey?
Sports, I'd probably have to say my parents, mostly my dad, just, you know, giving us opportunities as kids, taking us outside all the time, and just got me involved in everything. Probably is my biggest advocate to getting into sports. And then field hockey was actually one of my coaches who said, you know, maybe you should try this because there wasn't a girls soccer team. I think you'd be really good at it, and it just kind of fit. So ever since then, I've had a love and passion for the game.
All right, so would you say that you like books or movies more?
I would probably just say I like movies more.
What would your favorite movie be?
My favorite movie would probably have to be a toss-up between 2. I'd have to say like Remember the Titans or probably We Are Marshall. I don't know, just the whole team camaraderie, football, being an athlete thing. I love those types of movies.
And if you could choose another field of study to go into, what would you want to be?
I think if I had to go into anything else, it might be something in the arts or like architecture. I love doing stuff like creatively and building with models and stuff like that. So I'd probably have to say something within art and or architecture and building.
Now, if you could be in any movie or TV show, what would you want to be in?
If I could be in any movie or TV show, I would probably want to be in, it's weird just to sound, The Big Bang Theory. I love that show. I think it's hysterical, and just the plot line behind it. I would probably want to be a character in that TV show.
Did you always want to be a teacher as a little kid?
Yes, I'd have to say, just growing up around sports and then getting into school, I just love the atmosphere. So I think it's just something that I've known I've wanted to do ever since I was young. I'm Miss McKenna. This is my teacher feature, and a shout out to the field hockey girls.